The BC Court of Appeal is set to release a ruling today on a long-standing dispute between teachers in the province over class size and composition. The judge has twice ruled the province violated teachers' charter rights when it passed legislation in 2002 stripping class size and composition provisions from their collective agreement. The province appealed the latest ruling, arguing it robbed the government of its ability to set education policy. The issue was one of the main sticking points in last year's 4-month-long strike.
So I suppose if you want to judge education by how many times issues land in the court, you'd get a different picture of it. But if you want to judge it by what matters, and that's educational outcomes and how our kids do in math, science, reading, we're amongst the best in the world, and we are certainly the best in Canada and North America.
Coquitlam RCMP are appealing to the public for information about 2 men involved in a terrifying attack on a young woman. She was walking home at 2:30 a.m. on April 16th. A silver SUV stopped at Foster Avenue and Linton Street, and 2 men inside asked for directions. One of them got out and forced her inside, where she was sexually assaulted. She was dropped off around Austin and Draycott. Both suspects are dark-skinned, in their late to mid-20s, with dark eyes and short dark hair. The SUV could be a first-generation Dodge Durango like the one seen here. Doctors think Alan Schoenborn is fit for escorted day passes, but the convicted child killer doesn't seem interested in defending himself. Schoenborn would not answer questions yesterday at his BC Review Board hearing, saying it was his right to refuse. He told the board all questions were answered at his trial. Schoenborn killed his 3 young children in Merritt in 2008. He's since been living at a Port Coquitlam psychiatric facility. The family of ex-wife Darcy Clark doesn't want him allowed out.
You know, I really do hope that Alan does speak up. Part of me wants him to speak up because I know he won't be able to control his anger, and then that'll be my proof that I'm right.
Fraser Health Authority says camphor mothballs were accidentally mixed in with candy in over 1,100 hampers given out by the Port Moody Share Food Bank. The hampers received in the Tri-Cities, Anmore and Belcarra were distributed over the last 2 weeks. If you got one, you're advised to get rid of it in a place where neither kids nor pets can reach it. Ingestion of camphor can cause serious health problems. Vancouver's many pot dispensaries are usually left alone by the city's police, but after one reportedly sold to a young teen, the police took action. Greg Harper is in Kitsilano with more. Greg?
Good morning, Jody. Yes, here on West 4th this morning. Behind me, Weeds, Glass and Gifts. This is a store that sells medicinal marijuana, and it's a store that was raided by police yesterday. This after the store allegedly sold some edible marijuana products to a 15-year-old. The teen became sick and was taken to hospital. During the raid, staff inside the store were arrested, but later released, and there was a bit of a protest outside the store after that happened. The store's owner says he supports the police action, vowing to fire anyone who sells products to minors. But he is opposed to the city's plan to regulate marijuana shops like this one, which have popped up all over the city of Vancouver. The city's plan includes a $30,000 licensing fee and bans the sale of edibles containing marijuana. And right now, there are around 80 stores like the one behind me in the city of Vancouver. Jody?
All right, thanks so much. Greg Harper reporting live this morning from West 4th in Kitsilano. An extraordinary story of survival in Nepal today. A teen was rescued after being buried under the rubble of a 7-story building that collapsed in Saturday's massive earthquake. Rescuers pulled him free to cheers. Police say the teen had communicated with the 2 other children while he was trapped. More than 70 aftershocks have been recorded since Saturday's initial quake that has killed more than 5,500 people. In Vancouver, a moment of silence was held for the earthquake victims. The Vancouver Art Gallery was the site of a vigil last night. Hundreds attended, many concerned for their loved ones.
And I would like to thank everybody, all the Canadians, all the community here, and all the federal governments, provincial and city government for help. So because of this help, I think we could do something in Nepal, and we help them.